All right, hello, welcome to Dork Sports Center. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. And as you can see, we're just humming along. We're building our railroads. The fleet still has not departed because we still need, I would say, a few more troops to really to fill our boats there, and that's kind of what we're trying to do. We were successful out there in the western modern day United States. I guess this would be just the western United States right now, although there is no United States. There's the Aztecs who control the vast majority of North America, while the Americans have become our vassals and control just the eastern seaboard pretty much. But that's going to change soon because I'm applying pressure in a different part of the country, which is super good. Pretty proud of myself there. Probably gonna need. Will we need an aqueduct? Yeah, probably. Because after biology, I think our farms go up by 1, and so our population is gonna start climbing. So we got to get ready for that, pretty much. So, as we're gonna have higher populations, and we're eventually gonna have a frickin' what's his face, factories and such. We have the Industrial Revolution, which I don't think I'm doing well tech-wise to get there right now. Maybe I'm being stupid about it. Let's go ahead and consolidate our position here. I don't want to get out there and fight anymore because I really am not sure what lies ahead. So I'd rather just kind of take up strong points here and let's just see what happens. Actually, it might be smart to try to take up in one of these forts. The fort adds how much? I don't know. It didn't say. 25% fort. I don't know. I don't know how much the fort gives you. Probably should look at that up. All right, let's go ahead and look it up. Why the heck not, right? Because I never build them. Plus 25% more. Acts as a city for combat purposes. Okay. That's really not all that help. 25%, huh? Well, I guess they didn't want it to get too crazy like they did with the walls back in, and I can get rid of these two guys. I'm going to try to downsize these military forces just a little bit, right? Okay, do we actually have all three? Yeah, we have all three coming. We don't need to give any more. And we definitely need those railroads, so this would be very helpful because at this point it is very difficult to get to any of our cities, especially our cities down here get down to the Vietnam area. Cities are not easy to get to. We still got, whoa, hello. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. We could be very shortly in a war with our friends here. It looks like that's what they want to try to do. No, there's a worker there. But still, let's not discount, okay? Let's not discount these guys. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not going to really make any moves just yet. I'm going to make one move, and that is you're going to go up there. Let's just see what happens. But I'd like to enjoy a Pax, what's his name? Pax Mongolia. Actually, it was a real Pax Mongolia. Believe it or not, after Mongolia pretty much had destroyed everybody else, things were pretty peaceful, and trade would resume, or not resume, but would take place across Asia into Europe. So he's a little weak. He probably shouldn't be attacking me. Well, he did anyway. He's suicidal of him. We need nationalism to get to industrialization. Just not thinking. No, I'm not gonna give you that one. That one's too good for you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that yet. They're mad and they're starving. Okay, you guys are always mad. I don't know why you're so mad. We're not even at war with people you like anymore. Alright, got a university here. This place is building up very quickly, which is great to see. Got the bonk. And what else can we build here? What does this one do? Having coal is not that big of a deal. Probably find our biggest city, probably a city down south, and give it to them, the national park, now that I think about it. Alright, you're angry for God knows what reason. That's okay, we'll fix you up. Alright, university, so Delhi's working out very nicely. We got Wales too, in case you're wondering. Because they're pretty good. Alright, get in there. And you also get in there. And can you make it this turn? Alright, now get out of here, you guys. We got work to do. Alright, so I'm going to try a daring landing down here. We'll see how it works. 7 turns, not too many. Alright, where the hell are we? We're at, yeah. We're at Karakoram. You know, one of the cool things is Rise or Fall. I know I talk about that a bit, and it's only natural because we're playing Earth 18 Civs. So we're on an Earth map anyway. So it kind of makes sense that we would discuss a little bit about the other earthly map, of course, which is different because there's a lot of new game features which are awesome and also very annoying, but also completely awesome. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there we go. Ahmadabad, which was taken by those guys. They have a fairly good military. I thought that was Persia at first. No, that's Alexander, which I should have remembered anyway. That's great though, because now I don't have to worry about their culture really creeping on me. Okay. Alright, we've got our... I'm just trying to look around to see what improvements need or need not be made. And we've got the railroad link in this place. I'm just trying to figure out which of these... There's not a lot of mines over here to railroad up. That one I can railroad up, sure. And we'll do that. So yeah, you want to railroad your mines because that gives you one more hammer from them. And you know, after you're done creating your awesome whatever, your awesome what's his name, infrastructure of railroad, your transportation network. Excuse me, man, it took me forever to spit that out, didn't it? We can have kind of a look at what they're doing right there. We have to be careful, but it doesn't look like there's a large force creeping up on us. Of course, that could just be wishful thinking from what I'm very limited things I'm seeing right now. Yeah, actually, India's got the good infrastructure, despite the fact that it's a recently conquered territory. It's over here that we need the work. All right, you two guys. There's no room for you on the boat, so go over there and aqueduct it up. And maybe we will start getting more offensive power in there at our friends, the Aztecs, since they could prove highly threatening. Theater, why the heck not? And public transportation. Actually, Beijing is our largest. Oh, and Seoul here, Old Sarai is a huge city as well. Because I was thinking that our largest city was actually, I'm going to build this here. I'm going to build the Colosseum first. But I was thinking that our largest city was Cimmerian down there, but it's not. Okay, what can you build? You probably won't get that much bigger anyway. They'll spy, why the hell not? Eventually I'm just going to start turning these guys into production, you know, because not much for them to do. My workers, though, are nice and busy. They'll probably remain that way for a while. This guy will be decidedly unbusy in just a moment here. Yeah, maybe it's time to bust out here. We'll see. Let's at least wait till we're all healed up, huh? Probably the best idea. If we just hang out for a little bit. Of course, all this hanging out could come back to bite us, like I said, if they get riflemen anytime soon. That would be freaking tragic now, wouldn't it? Okay, good. Just put this guy on standby here, just in case. I want these guys to be waiting. We don't know what the enemy will try, and we want to make sure that we've got all the holes plugged. That's actually better than the fort because it's a forested hill, and forested hills give you 75%, which is, well, it's more than 50% now, isn't it? Okay. Continuing our railroad binge building spree here. Alright, what needs to come next? Physics, probably, right? Yeah. And Constitution. Yeah, I did this all wrong, of course. So let's go ahead and. No, let's look at the big science picture, actually. So I need to get to. What's his face? Industrialism, that's not the one. I need the assembly line. It sounds like he's saying, tip me over and pour me out. Like I'm a little teapot. There we go, assembly line. Yeah, what was I missing here? Geez, now I can't even see it. A Dumbo. Constitution. Alright, and then something else. Probably physics. No, Constitution of the corporation. Yeah, I was way off. Alright, cool. What does the Hermitage do? Doubles culture? Probably don't need that here. Probably need it down in India so I can use it to counteract anybody next to me. It's good you don't have to pay by the building like you had to in some of the other games. Alright. Yeah, I'm still like food sour here. I don't know why. But we'll find out. Well, will we find out? I don't know. Actually, we probably won't find out. I'll take a look. It's probably something I could be doing more right now. A spion, that's good. Just gonna have you work on research. Because I don't have anything else for you to build at this point. So keep up the good work is what I'm trying to say. Jeez, we built a lot of crap, right? So yeah, this thing becomes kind of a hassle. And I never did anything about that rubble there. Isn't that funny? Ah, that's it. Yeah, I need the fishy boats. Probably for a long time. And sometimes the graphic's not very distinct if you have fishy boats or if you don't have fishy boats. And then sometimes they're just not paying very good attention, I suppose. So, it's a couple of those factors. But anyway, we'll fix them up real good. I'm trying to make shorter distances now, too, between my cities. Some of these roads are pretty hanky because I was just building them before I had everything. Alright, cool. Alright. Nah, we're still not all the way yet. Let's hold for a bit. I want to send them over here just in case. And then again, we don't know because Catherine is she's a real biddy. She's guarding her workers with an awful lot of people. Yeah, it looks like they've got some ideas about what they want to do. So let's make sure that if they have any illusions, we shatter those. Problem is, of course, the Grenadiers get an advantage against our riflemen. And we don't have Grenadiers. I think we need military science for that. And that's something I've neglected to get because it's one of those techs I just usually don't get. I mean, because I try to get riflemen first, and then at that point, you don't need the Grenadier counter. But at this point, I would say it's past the time. But who cares? I'm beelining for assembly line. Because assembly line will give us the power of the infantryman, and the infantryman is far more capable. That's the best way. Best way to counter. The best way to counter the who's his face, the infantry or the grenadier or the rifleman is with his better from the future. Oh man, now even they're getting mad. There's no pleasing anyone. All right. Wow. But the levy and didn't have any. What's his faces yet? Didn't have any. Oh, Kathy go to war with Liz. And Julius Caesar, who's I guess the vassal. Louis the vassal. Oh, is Louis the? Did he change his vassalage? I guess. Let's take a look. Actually, I'm moderately interested. No, he's not vassalized. It's funny. So Liz is doing pretty good. I don't know where all her darn cities are, if she's doing that well. Or if her score must come all from text, I suppose. Oh, look at this. Greece sees an opportunity and they're going to take it. Which is fine by me. Because that weakness, that cultural weakness. Okay, I'll take it. Everybody else has rifling anyway. It's not really that big of a deal if I give it to you now, is it? Have some fish as well. Yeah, that's an okay one, but it's just it only works for our bigger cities. I'd rather hold off to suffrage. We'll get more spying from that. I guess we could build that. Don't want to waste too much time on it. Build cavalry now, which is kind of cool. Although it's not that great, actually. It's not too bad, though. I guess it's good to have like a couple of cabs because they have their own advantage. They can get that flanking bonus on the bad guys, and by bad guys I mean on our opponents who try to attack us. I mean against their artillery. I mean I'm sure you knew what I meant by bad guys. Man, still unhappy. There's no pleasing it. Oh, this is a newer city. That's Bombay. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't been able to build West Point in a long time. I don't know what exactly the deal with that is because I feel like I guess I haven't had a level 5 unit. Maybe. Apparently they're doing okay because they got a special a super general there. Which, you know, good for them. Let's see if he's still got a large contingent. He's got not a large, but a large-ish contingent, which is a little bit annoying. I don't want to really have to deal with them, hoping I won't have to. Here's to it. But we'll see. We'll see with the Russians. I mean, the Russians are already fighting the English, who are second on the scoreboard, which is pretty good. They still, of course, have an axe to grind with me after I pretty much stabbed them directly in the back and then caught them out when they had a weak army. Well, not when they had a weak army, but when their army was not in a good position, I took advantage of that. And of course, you know, that'll make people angry now, won't it? Anyway, we'll have to see how this all turns out. But for now, everything's good. I want to keep my wars strictly over here in the New World. Hopefully I will land my force. Ooh, everybody's in good shape. All right, let's go. Try to go up there, which I feel is eminently doable. We're leaving it a little weak here, but it's not all that bad. It ain't that good, but it's not all that bad. I suppose he can keep working, build a railroad to our new cities there. There are some really great city locations in the U.S., I tell you that. I mean, it's got a lot of resources. I mean, it's not like stuffed with resources like Europe, where every square is a resource because Europe's so small. But production-wise, I think it'd be hard-pressed to find a production cities better than ones right there in the Midwest or down towards Texas, say Oklahoma area. In this version and in the other version as well. Let's should I build a national park here? Nah, I don't think so. All right, let's continue to build a couple of cav. Coliseum, not good enough for you, huh? Yeah, build a national park here. That's a big city. That's our largest, actually. And it's a fairly good city, although, you know, got to keep the people happy, which is problematic, to say the least, when you have a city that large. Oh, war on Julius Caesar. Man, there's just so many wars, it's really hard to keep track of what the heck's going on. Are you going to vassalize now? Yeah, Ahsoka vassalized. That's fine, not a big deal. I'll give Alexander some credit, because I mean, think of him, he's so far down there. He's not that far down there, actually. actually, which is surprising because he doesn't have that much. He didn't have that much room to really expand to. So he's been crippled, quite a bit, and he managed to take Ahsoka, who at one time was like #1 in the world. Although I kind of helped put a stop to that, really. Yeah. All right, I want to see my foreskin in there. That's what I really want to see. But we're already at 20 minutes, so that's kind of sad. I wanted to end this one with a bang. Oh, look at Ahsoka's working on Artie. Jeez Louise, these guys are good. They're real good. Democracy for biology. Sounds good, I'm in. That's a good trade by me. You got hit musicals too, huh? You want to trade that for something? Cool. I guess she built Broadway. The Devil's Dictionary. I don't think I read it a lot, but I've heard it referenced before. I probably should read it someday. That'd be kind of interesting. Oh, Ambrose Bierce there. I remember somebody was talking about it in college. And there were a bunch of things about it. I don't know, they were doing some sort of presentation. I can't really describe what the hell they were doing, but it was some sort of presentation, and we can build Wall Street now, which is pretty cool. And I keep talking about apricots. I don't know what the relation is anymore. It's been a long time, and the fog of memory has pretty much bankrupted my idea of what exactly why they were getting at apricots so hard. Give me a Hermitage, baby. Very well, I never built those guys. Ooh. Alright, so now we're going to do all this stuff. Yeah? Free Spracken, free everything. Free Willy. So yeah, that's how I usually play. I pretty much always go towards democracy. Maybe it's just because I like democracy, or maybe it's just because I find them the most advantageous to my play style. You can join these guys. All right. Okay, we'll keep you there, and we'll move you down to the front, with what could be a front eventually. Thank God it's not a front now. But yeah, I guess I better go ahead and cut this one off. We're at 22 minutes. Sorry, we're not going to get to deadly force at this point. But hopefully we'll do that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.